Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Fweef. You, it's Friday. In light of it being 8 to 9 to 10 minutes long, I thought I'd do this quick pre-cap of what happens in the video. I was sat in a stream trying 3 wines, this white, this rosé and this red. If you want to learn more, watch the video. I try the white. It's outstanding, in fact. The rosé as well. Yeah, incredible. If you'll just excuse me, I'll just grab the red. All superb wines. None of them should make your eyes sting because they're all tested on animals. Anyway, if you want to learn a bit more and hear me chat about this kind of stuff, watch the video. Jesus. Drink responsibly. Okay. It's a little bit wet here, but you know what? If you want the best from your wine, you've got to get a little bit wet. You know what I mean? And here we are, episode 2 of Fweef. You, it's Friday. James, you're sat in a river. No, I'm not. It's clearly a stream. Anyway, why are you sat in a stream? Why not? Why aren't you sat in a stream? It's hot as out there, so maybe I should be sitting in a stream. We're going to look at 3 wines today, and 3 exceptional wines. They're at various different price points, which I won't quote here because I can't remember, but they'll be in the text below. Whatever. So, first wine of the day. Are you ready? I think you are. Sorry, pigeons. There are pigeons making sex all around me. First wine. This little bitch. The Stella Bella Semillon Sauvignon. Semillon sounds like a Semillon, and I tell you what, when I drink this and when you drink it, if you're a man, you're going to get a Semillon. If you're a woman, you're going to get moist. This is unbelievable. So this is from the Margaret River in Australia. This isn't a cheap wine, but it's not expensive. Here we go. So Margaret River in Australia, which is quite apt because I'm next to the Quorn River in Quorn. It's not a river, it's a stream. I'm next to the Quorn stream. It doesn't fit in a camping chair. There's one minus point to it. This is super crisp. It's unbelievable. And sitting in a stream in the middle of rural England with all this plant life around me and pigeons having sex, it really does make sense. So, don't let this put you off, but it is very nettily. I think of this as, the only thing I can compare it to is a British Bacchus. And if you've never had that, who gives a But a Bacchus really does represent England. It's like privet hedge, nettles, cold hard winters, losing your welly in a bog-filled mud field. That's what that gives me. Super nettly, super fresh. Let's give it a try. Oh my God. I'm not being funny, but the pigeons having sex in the trees here seem to last longer than me. Should I be embarrassed? Yes! A really dry wine in a very nice way. Lots of acidity as well, so whilst that dryness kind of makes your palate feel dry, the acidity makes you drool, essentially. The flavour is unbelievable. If you've ever had like a salsa verde, something really fresh with really fresh herbs, it's exactly like that. Bit of tropicalness, bit of a hint of that kind of New Zealand Sauvignon-esque, but then it's just like super sharp, brilliant wine. This wine was my favourite wine, New World wine of the last 4 years. It's so expressive, it's so different. It will change your life. It will change your pants for you if you need it to. It won't. It doesn't have arms and legs, and it's inanimate. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm just going to put my glass in the stream. And we're going to move on to a rosé. I've mentioned this rosé many times before. I'm going to pull that out of the stream. We don't have fridges where I come from. We just have a small stream of lovely, cool, fresh, clean and crisp water. This is the Nika Tiki Sauvignon Blanc Rosé. This is Marlborough, New Zealand. So, if you like New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, I think you might have a slight, let's say, groinal explosion when you try this one. So this is essentially a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc with 2 or 3% Pinot Noir in there. If you don't know what Pinot Noir is, switch the video off and get. Pinot Noir is a red grape, and it's going to give it that rosé colour. Obviously all the colour comes from the skins, not the pulp. And here we go. So, Marlborough Rosé. This is going to be very reminiscent of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Instantly off the nose, it makes me want to go out and hire a prostitute. But that classic grassy asparagus, kind of tropical gooseberry note to it. Let's give her a try. Why wouldn't we? We're sat in a stream. Yeah, that's totally amazing. It's basically like having a New Zealand Sauvignon, but imagine like a cookies and cream version of it. So there's a bit of more of a creamy note to it, floral note to it, ripe red fruit to it, but you've still got this lovely off-dry tropical New Zealand Sauvignon. Oh my God. Literally, thank God I'm sitting in this chair in a stream, because I just my pants. You're welcome. Utterly stunning wine, and it's so cheap. Again, I can't remember the pricing. I will put it up below. Here we are. Amazing spray to it. In the river, stream. Glass back in the water. Now, you have your garden parties now. We're all allowed to take our masks off and get our balls and genitals out. It's hot as but one guy turns up, he's like, oh, I don't like gin and tonics or rosé or white wine or beers or anything else. Well, I just like red wine. Tell them to fuck. We have a solution for you. This is the Frapato from... The name of this producer makes me giggle every time. Baglio Gibellina. Baglio, I just think ball bag. Gibellina, I think giblets. So, a ball bag full of giblets. But it's the Frapato. Native to Sicily. You find a lot of this blended. You don't get a lot of just straight Frapato. This absolutely blew my off. This is really light. Has no tannin structure to it whatsoever. But the flavour profile is... But it's so light. And there's no tannin, so there's none of that dryness that you get in the mouth. It with my head. The Frapato, you can see in the glass. I don't know if you can, I don't care. Can you see? Yeah, you can see on there. Very light indeed. Very light indeed, darling. Come on, let's put this in the fucking river. Oh, yeah, so Parma violet, plum, cherry, cedar. It's like a blackberry compote type thing. Here we go. This for me is one of the best red wines, bang for buck, you are going to get anywhere. Get it in the freezer for 20 minutes, flies, before you serve it. This tastes better cold than it does at this temperature, I swear to God. So when that twat comes around to your house, I'll only drink red and it's so hot, get this in the freezer and give him that. And then slap him around the face, pull his pants down and stick it up his arse. What's wrong with the world? Anyway, what a pleasant way to spend our evening. I've really enjoyed myself. Episode 2 done. Join me next week, where I have no idea what I'll be doing then either. Will it be in a river? Who cares? You know what, I'm not so sure how waterproof my boots are.